What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about NIO and how they just announced a pretty substantial partnership in China. So we're going to go over everything that means for NIO going forward and the details of what this partnership is going to be for. NIO is also doing somewhat of a modified share buyback, which is going to be interesting to see how that affects the share price going forward. And we're also going to briefly touch upon the point that I made in my last video that NIO is looking to expand into the US market from a job posting on LinkedIn. So we're also going to get into some of the options plays that I am still looking at to get into NIO for their earnings in mid-March. So if you guys enjoy what I have for you in this video, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and make sure you turn on that notification bell. It really helps me grow on this platform and get this information out to as many people as possible. And you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So if we go over and take a look at the chart of NIO, we can see that it's down a little bit today. It's down 0.3%, nothing crazy. As I've said with NIO a lot in my past videos, it's kind of in a consolidation period from the massive run-up it had into NIO Day. So if we look at the some of the longer parts on the chart, we can see that in October, it had a massive run-up, came back down, consolidated before it had a run-up into its next massive event. We saw this very similar thing with NIO happen. We had a massive run-up, a sell-off. It bounced back up, which we didn't really see in the last massive run-up, but it is kind of consolidating, and NIO has been kind of pinned in a range for the last couple of trading days. But we do have some really good news that I think could send NIO going a lot higher in the near future. Going over and taking a look at the first piece of news that we got today on NIO, we can see why is NIO spending $850 million to buy shares of its subsidiary. So basically it goes on to say last year NIO was in trouble. NIO is in great shape now, but that wasn't true a year ago. In early 2020, amidst the worst of China's pandemic breakout, NIO was very close to running out of cash. With its stock languishing around $3, the company didn't have a lot of options, and it looked as if it might be close to going bust. But in April, it made a deal with economic development authorities in China, one of the Chinese provinces, and its capital city, in exchange for some equity, more on that in a moment, and a promise to relocate its headquarters to, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, so we're just going to call it Hefei for the purposes of this video. So they relocated their headquarters to Hefei. So sorry if I'm offending anybody with that, but I don't really know how to pronounce some of these Chinese words. So the authorities would invest about $1 billion, enough to get NIO back on its feet. So then they go into detail on how this exchange worked. So here's how the equity thing worked. NIO put all of its assets in China into a legal entity called NIO China. In return, it got a 75.9% stake in NIO China. Or put another way, its new investors owned 24.1% of all of NIO's assets in China. So basically, we can come down a little bit further, but NIO has raised capital 2 more times since August, using the money to bolster its balance sheet, invest in new technologies, and now to do another buyback, which is usually very bullish for companies in the long term. Now, the next piece of news that we got coming out about NIO today is that NIO partners with local Hefei government for EV industrial park. Electric vehicle maker NIO is partnering with the local government of Hefei in China's industrial province to set up a new energy vehicle industrial park, adding momentum to the city's ambition of becoming a hub for electric vehicle production. Basically, with the Hefei government assisting in construction, funding, and talent acquisition, according to a statement Thursday. The park will integrate electric vehicle R&D, manufacturing pilot demonstrations, and industrial support services. The size of the investment by authorities wasn't disclosed, although NIO did say the Hefei government and its associated parties plan to reinvest their returns from the equity investments in NIO to support further cooperation in Hefei. NIO is already aligned closely with that part of China, having secured $1 billion of cash injections from entities led by the Hefei government last April. So that's kind of what we went over in the last article. Alleviating concerns the startup was running out of cash, NIO's New York listed shares finished the year up 1,112%, which you guys all know. So this is a common theme that we have seen with NIO expanding their business throughout China. They're also trying to get into the European market in 2021, which I believe could really boost its delivery numbers. We've seen some great delivery numbers come out from NIO this past week, and I think that trend can continue in the future if NIO can expand into other markets and gain a pretty substantial market share in the markets that they choose to go into. So let's go take a look at this job posting that we found for NIO and how it really sharply suggests that they are looking to get into the United States market very soon. So if we come over to LinkedIn, we can actually see that there is a job listing on NIO's page for business plan US market in China. So basically it's right here, posted 2 days ago. It's got 804 views. And we can look at the job responsibilities. So they want to work with American companies and teams to develop American business strategies. Great idea. Suggests that they want to get into the European market or the American market. Combine the NIO model and in-depth market insights to promote the innovation and implementation of business models. Formulate an action plan to enter the U.S. market. That is big. They are really trying to get into the U.S. market. They haven't made a big announcement yet about this, but it is posted right here on their LinkedIn page. So we can expect news to come out this and about this and kind of trickle out throughout the next couple of months. They're also going to coordinate cross-departmental resources and deliver them on time according to the project management approach. So the requirements: agree with NIO's corporate values and culture and implement them in work across time differences, good at written and oral English, excellent data analysis ability and logical analysis ability. So this is just going into the requirements for the position, but this is big news. We could see NIO announce that they're going to be entering the US market, and when they give a time frame for that, NIO is going to skyrocket. Now, Morgan Stanley has already given NIO an $80 price target, and Daiwa has also given NIO a $100 price target, but Daiwa has a very substantial position in NIO, so you can kind of take that with a grain of salt. They have a beneficial interest in upgrading the price of NIO, because usually when companies get their price targets upgraded, they do tend to run up in their share price. So let's go take a look at the options trade that I'm looking at getting into for NIO for all of this news coming out. And we're going to get a little bit more time on this contract, so it does cover NIO's earnings announcement in March. So let's go over and pull up the options chain. This is going to be the March 19th expiration date for 2021. And I really want these $80 strikes. We've gotten a couple price targets at $80. We've seen a lot of unusual open interest and unusually high open interest on this $80 strike on some of the closer expiration dates. So like the February 19th one has an unusually high open interest. Right now, these contracts are a bit too expensive, because if you were to buy these for $232 and you were to make you would make $700 if they went in the money, so your position would be worth $900. That's a pretty substantial return. But in my opinion, these contracts are too expensive. The implied volatility is too high right now. There's nothing screaming at me on the options chain to buy it with an unusually high open interest and volume. So what my plan on doing with these contracts is, I haven't bought any of them yet. I'm going to give NIO about a week or two. And if these contracts go to the $1.40, $1.50 range, I'm going to probably buy 4 or 5 contracts to ride the run up into NIO's earnings and any news that they put out within that time frame. So right now, I'm not planning on getting into these contracts, but it is something that I am watching every single day. So NIO is trading pretty flat today, down 0.45%, and these contracts are down about 7%. So not bad. I really do want to get these contracts at around the $1.50 range. If I can't, and I have to buy them for $1.70 maybe, and they're kind of bouncing around in the $1.60, $1.80, maybe even $2 range, I might consider buying them. But right now, I really want to get a good entry into this trade, because I don't want to buy these contracts and then have NIO have some bad news come out, or it just trades flat up until the week before earnings and then it starts its run up, and by then the premium on these options has decayed so much that the move down in the profit, so it would go from like $2.30 to maybe $1. The move up into earnings would just get me back to break even, so it's not even worth, in my opinion, taking this trade right now. So I'm going to be waiting on it, and I'll let you guys know when I do decide to take this trade, but it probably won't be for another week, and I'm thinking NIO will keep consolidating and this premium will keep decaying. So if you do want to sell some call credit spreads for the next week, that could be a good idea. I'm not going to. I have a lot of earnings plays right now. I don't need to be putting up a lot of collateral to make a low profit, high probability trade. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoy what I had for you in this one, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you're notified every single time that I post a new video, and you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a really profitable day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.